If you're preparing for NEET 2026 and you're still confused about how to read biology NCERT, then this video will fix that. And this video will not only help students who are going to appear in the upcoming NEET exam, but also for the people who are in mid of their preparation and would be giving NEET next year, because I will be breaking down the different phases of reading NCERT in this video. Hi, my name is Ishita and I'm a second year MBBS student, and without wasting any further time, let's get into this video. If you're a NEET 2026 aspirant and you do not want to waste your time, you can exactly skip to the last part of this video wherein I'm going to talk about the revision strategy and how to read NCERT in the revision mode. So let's begin. Starting off with phase 1, that is the first reading or the foundation phase. So before doing this, you need to attend your class, make your class notes. You need to understand that most of the coaching notes, they are just simplified versions of NCERT. So after you attend your class, you make your notes, you come back, you revise your class notes before you read NCERT. That will just simplify the book for you even more. And then when you start reading NCERT, you highlight, you read line by line, you highlight all the important points, and while you read, you try to actively recall, yes, this was explained in the class, yes, I remember this from my notes. This first reading is not for memorizing, but it is to familiarize you with the book, with the chapter, whatever the content is given in the entire chapter. Understand the flow, mark all the important points, and build comfort with the book. And after you're done with your first reading, then you go on to solving the PYQs. And once you start solving PYQs, you will realize that most of the PYQs in the NEET are directly or indirectly from NCERT. You just do not need to do anything extra except for attending your class and reading NCERT multiple times and multiple times. Moving on to phase 2, which is a question-driven reading. Now you solved your PYQs. You know what questions you could answer, what questions you could not answer, and the questions you answered, but they ended up being wrong. Now you have to sit, you have to analyze all the questions, go through NCERT and mark the questions which are being repeatedly asked, star mark them, mark the questions which you're getting wrong, mark your weak areas in the NCERT, so that whenever you open this book, your attention just directly goes to those star marked points or points marked in different colors, so that you're able to remember, oh, all right, I got these questions wrong, or these are my weak areas, I do not recall them, I'm not able to remember them while I'm solving questions. The other thing you have to do while reading NCERT the second time is you have to sit with a sheet of paper and make your own example sheet. That is solely going to be a sheet of examples or any minute important points that you forget, like dates, etc. in NCERT. You have to sit, you have to make your own sheet of examples. I understand that in coaching notes, most of the examples, they are written, given. You might think that why do I need to write the examples again? It's just a waste of time. But no, writing examples on your own and having a separate sheet for examples and minute dates or details, etc. It comes really handy while you're just traveling or you're sitting somewhere. You can casually pick up your sheet and revise. That really helps to build your memory, and the more you write, the better it gets, the better it gets engraved in your brain. The next thing you have to do is mark assertion reason type of questions. So what you have to do in your second phase of reading only, when you're reading, you have to see the words if, because, such as, due to. All these words are potential assertion reason questions. I'll be very honest, statement based questions most of the students get right, but assertion reasoning questions are such volatile questions that there is a high chances that people get these questions wrong. So whenever you're seeing these trigger words like if, because, such as, due to, mark them. They can be your potential assertion reason questions. Whenever you're revising, your attention should directly go to those places where if, but, because, all these words are given, so that your brain analyzes them as assertion reason questions. Now, once you're done with this, again go through the questions, see if now you're able to get through all the questions, solve assertion reason questions more now. Now moving on to phase 3, which is your active recall phase and your final reading before your revision begins. This reading is going to be pure active recall. When you sit and you start reading, you should be able to recall, okay, I marked this was taught to me in my class notes. I marked this because I got it wrong repeatedly in the PYQs. I star marked this question because it was repeatedly asked in the PYQs. I have marked these points because they are potential assertion reason questions. Okay, I noted these examples separately. I have my separate example sheet wherein all these things are mentioned. You basically have to do an active recall when you are reading your NCERT for the third time. And I forgot to mention one point. When you're doing phase 1 reading, phase 2 reading, or phase 3, whenever, you have to pay very close attention to the diagrams. Look at the diagrams, mark all the labelings which are given in the diagram, look at what is given below the diagram, the name of the diagram which is given, and analyze the diagrams properly every time you read NCERT so that they're engraved in your mind. You have that pictorial memory of the diagram. When you sit in the exam and you see any of the diagram, it just reflects in your brain. Okay, I saw this diagram, these were the labelings. You have to analyze everything properly and go through the diagrams, each and every diagram in the NCERT every time you're reading the NCERT, whether phase 1, phase 2 or phase 3. Once you're done with phase 3 reading, everything should connect together. This reading should bring you clarity and confidence, and now you're ready for your revision reading. Now the last part is the revision phase, which is the most important for the students who are going to appear in NEET 2026. Sit with your NCERT. If it is already marked, well and good, go through it, revise it. If it is not marked, if it is at 0 level, then you can start now. It's not an issue. I have also made a separate video for the students who are at 0 level. You can check that video out. Now just take one chapter, read the NCERT, mark it while you're reading, mark your weak areas in NCERT, mark all the potential assertion reason questions like I have told previously in this video. Also sit with a sheet of paper and keep on writing all the examples which are given, different examples which you find out in NCERT, all the dates if there are any and you think that you will be forgetting them, note them down also separately. Come to the question bank, solve PYQs, go back to NCERT, analyze it, see what you got wrong, mark it again, revise it, and that is it. And that is something you have to keep on repeating. This is how you build a strong NCERT. If certain chapters are uncovered, you can cover them. If you have a well-marked NCERT, you can revise that. And if it is not properly marked, you can mark it in 1 or 2 focused reading. NEET biology is not about reading 10 books. It is just about mastering repeatedly that one book, that is your NCERT. And if you read NCERT like this, 340 plus marks out of 360 in NEET is very realistic and easily achievable. And that is it for this video. If you like this video, do like it, and if you like my content and want more of this sort, do subscribe and leave in the comment section what other topics you would want me to cover, and I'll definitely try to make videos on them. Thank you so much for watching.